Yes, sir, we like.
Alright, Shalom Israel. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding Gen.YAHANNA. We teach the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Indians that we are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. You so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, we are the people, we are the children, we are the descendants of the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Today is our Lashawan Qadash. I am Officer Yakad of the Trinidad camp, and today we're going to continue, or more or less go more into our native tongue. Right? That was before we went into slavery, before we, ran off into Africa. We had a tongue. Every nation has a tongue. Every nation has a language that they speak. Our language, according to history, according to archaeology, and according to the biblical text, our language, our natural language, is what we call ancient Hebrew. As we know, we have a so-called bastardized version of the so-called Assyrian Hebrew that they use today for those fake Jews, but we have the ancient, which is the original, right? Which was around 850 BC. But we had the language coming right up till after the destruction of Jerusalem, and it was passed down from generation to generation, even much so that the so-called slaves, when they came down from the transatlantic slave trade, kept that heritage, kept that culture, and we could still see remnants of it, not just with the slaves or the black slaves that came in the transatlantic slave trade, but also our brothers who were here already, which were the Native Indians, the so-called Qadash, Seminole Indians, and the so-called Native Indians in South America, the so-called Mexicans, the Mayans, the Aztecs, and also those who were in the Caribbean as well, namely the Taino Indians, who is the so-called Puerto Rican study. Alright? So today we're going to dive in a bit more and get some more understanding, get some more context of our native tongue. So today, what we're going to deal with is, I don't know if you can see it on the face, okay, is what we call the present tense. Last week we dealt with the, initially we dealt with the Hebrew alphabet, and this is something that we need to keep revising over and over. Today I'm going to repeat it again. As well, we did prefixes, suffixes. Then we transition into using some of those prefixes and suffixes into the Lord's Prayer and showing you how it is transitioned. Now we go into what we call the present tense and the past tense. Right? Present tense, past tense, future tense. So we'll be able to go through some of it today. Right? So we're going to start with so-called past tense. Now there are some basic words that we had to get to understand. So one of the things we have to understand is what is a preposition, right? And a preposition sits before a noun to show the noun's relationship to another word in the sentence. Right? So it comes before, and that helps the noun. Alright? So what we're going to do is, more or less show that example. So we're going to go in some basic tenses. So an example of the present tense, I would say, I am here teaching, which means I'm in the present. So I am here teaching. So that is the present tense. He is here teaching, also present. She is here teaching. Alright, so these are the kind of context that we're going to use, and so that we can get to understand how it's being used in the language. Right, so first things first, there are some. So we're going to say or write down what is I. Right? So I in the Hebrew is Anya. Anya, which means I. So this is the spelling in English, and in Hebrew it's spelled Ya. Right? That's how it's spelled. Remember the connectors to show you if the word is connected or not. Right? So in this case, it's Anya. And this word is masculine and feminine in this instance. So as we know, you could have a man saying I am or I was. You could also have a female saying I am, I was. In this context, Anya could fit both masculine and feminine. It's unisex. Alright? So it's Anya. Right? So I'll just, for space, I'll just shift this here. Right? Put it higher. Masculine, feminine. In this case, I'll put that unisex. Right? So both can use it. Which is Anya. You are able to see clear on the in Facebook. Right, so that is Anya. So that's I. So what we're going to do, we're going to list these down, and then we will be able to use them in sentences. So how we say I, now we're going to say how do we say you in the present tense. You. So in the context of you are. So I say what you are doing here. Present. So you is a thought. Right. So you is a thought. And in the ancient Hebrew, it's spelled thought. So this is I, and this is you. Now this is in a singular context. We're talking about one person. So we're going to move on to E. He in the Hebrew is Hawa. Hawa. It says Hawa. So Hawa means E in ancient Hebrew. So write it down as Wa. Hawa. Hawa. Excuse me. That's it. I'm going to do one more, which is she. And she is Ha. Ana'a. Ana'a. So we have these three, which are the singular forms, which is I and Ya, you, which is also could be used unisex, right? Masculine, feminine. This particular will be speaking both male and female. Alright? Both male and female. Atha is you in Hebrew. He is Hawa'a. Hawa'a. It is he. Hawa'a. Now this here is in the ancient, right? For space sake, you don't you go to write the Assyrian. You can write the Assyrian. And we have here now she. Hana'a. Hana'a. Which is she in the sing in the ancient Hebrew. So I'll give you all a minute here so that I could write it down. Again, we are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohanna. We are not affiliated with any religious group or organization. Only here in the I.S.U.P.K we will be able to get that knowledge, that understanding of who we are as a people. The Christian church will never knows their heritage. And what would happen? The so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, by our oppressor and also by our own wickedness. And when I say own wickedness, is that we left off the laws and the commandments of the Most High. And the Most High punished us for that. But our so-called oppressors, they further put that bondage on us, more than what they're supposed to. And with that, even now the Christian church is keeping burdens upon the people. You see this whole situation with Corona, and I really hope that this is a wake-up call, to put it that way, for the so-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, not just here in Trinidad, but all over the planet, that the Christian church does not help you. The Christian church is just lies and deceit. They will not teach you or show you your language, your culture, and the history. All they do is rob, steal, and destroy you as a people. Alright? So I'll have them to say already, right? So good. So what we're going to do here now is show you how to use this now in a sentence. Right? So you have I, which is anya. You, afa, could be used for both male, female. We have he, which is power a. And we have she, which is hana a in the Hebrew. So, I'll take this off. All you who are looking online, there are some classes of last week, couple weeks back. If you want to catch up, let's go back. Go on I.S.U.P.K.com, YouTube, I.S.U.P.K, Facebook, Trinidad and Tobago Facebook page, and you can be able to revisit all the classes that were taught on the previous weeks, and also you'll be able to get all other I.S.U.P.K online classes. Right. So we're going to get. So what we're going to do now is start with those three first. And we're going to use them in a sentence or use them in a word. So what we're going to do, or actually the word I'm going to use tonight is, we could use watch. So you can say, I am watching television. That's present. So to say I am watching, right? To watch is shema. Right? Which means to watch. Shema means to watch in the Hebrew. So, who can remember what I is in the Hebrew?
Anya.
Sorry? Anya. That's good. Now, also what I have to show you is to make the word complete, you have the word wa. So, if you want to write that, to say, remember Hebrew is a root language. Just like how your English is, real feminine. And you say, well, come here, love, come here, baby. I want to speak to you in some poetic language. In Hebrew is Shema means watch. So if you're writing it straight off as how it is, Anya Shema. Right? Anya Shema, that I would read straight off as I watch. But how it would sound, is like you come, I watch. That is how it would sound like. But if you want to say that I am watching, you understand? You have to put it in context. So this is where the wa comes in. Wah gives context there. So, how this will be read, or how it should be said now is, and Yah now the Wah goes between the first and the second letter. So you have Sha, Wah, Ma. So this is how we say now, I am watching. This is how it's pronounced. So Anya Shama Wa is I am watching in Hebrew. You all can do is like, share, and subscribe all our content. I'm going to share it here now on Facebook. Remember, tonight is our Lashawan Qadash, the holy tongue, where we speak our ancient Hebrew, our native tongue. Right, so you all have this down, right? So it's Anya Shamawa or Shawama, I am watching. Now, this is in the singular form. Space I'm going to write that a little smaller. So this is I am watching. So now we have Anya Shamawa Shawama, I am watching. So now we go into the other context. If you're saying that I am watching, then you say now, bringing context to if you're speaking about someone else. You can say now, he is watching. So you can say now, what is he is watching? Anybody can remember what he is? So you have I am watching. Where? Sorry. Hawa'a. That's right. So he in the ancient Hebrew is Hawa'a. It's ha, wa, a. Hawa'a. Same context, watching. Sha. Wa. Sha. Wa. Ma. Context. Anya Shamawa, I am watching. And Hawa'a Shawama, he is watching. So we're going to use another marker to see if I get more clarity. You have this one down already? Alright. Let's take this one. today we're just going to go through the present tense, try to get this working forward. We may dive into some familiar words or most used words. There were 100 or so common words that we use in Hebrew. So we may go through a few of them as well. So we just dealt with I am watching. He is watching. So we're going to go to the other one, which is she is watching. And she in Hebrew is Hannah. Hannah is she. Watching. Shawama. You have she, Anna, Anna, Shawama. He, or Slakia, she is watching. So you're going to have it in context. So she is watching television. She is watching sports. She is watching her child. Right? Anna Shawama. As you know, Shama is what we also call our God. Right? Which means to watch. So if somebody is watching, Shamaka. You understand? That is, watch or to keep. So, we have I am watching. He is watching. We have now she is watching. If it was straight, it would have been she watching. He watching. But the wa brings in that context of is. So, Hana, Shawama is the context. So we're going to move on. If you all find I'm going too fast, let me know. Slow down a little bit. Right. So where I am, he, she, now we go into the other aspect of you. So how are we going to say that you are watching? So, you in Hebrew is afar. So it's afar means you. And in Hebrew, it's afar. So say now you are watching in the present tense is afar. Shamawa. Again, we're just going through the basics because this will be reoccurring constantly in the both in the Tanakh and those 5 books, especially like in Genesis. We keep on saying he and him and she and I am the Lord thy God. You know, those words are used constantly. So you would be seeing these tenses or these present tense words often. You, he, she. So, you will have this down, Mary? Good. So, we have I am, we had you, we had he, we had she. And those contexts are in the singular context. And we use Shema, which means to watch, to bring context and to show how to apply those singular terms in the present tense. Right? So now we're going to still continue in the present tense, but we're going to put it in the plural aspect. So, if there is a group of us, and we sit down here and we say, well, we are watching television. Getting that present context, but in a plural aspect. Right? So, to say we in the Hebrew, as we know, means is nawa or our. But in this context, the we, or she said, or we are, you say anak. No. So anak. So anak now. H. Anak nawa. Right? This means we. Or in this case, we are. So you say we are watching. So in context now, and writing this is anak nawa regarding sha shawama. Good. Now also in context, for space sake, let's add right over we is a plural form. Now, to write the plural form of masculine or feminine, but in this case for we, in the plural cases, when you're using more than one, you have yam or wa. This is the masculine, feminine. So it's ak yam, which is ak is brothers and yam it's a plural, so it's brothers. Ak wathiam, that is feminine. So writing it here now is we which is Anna. Now what? Sha. Shawama. Not just shawama, but shawama yum. Plural. Masculine. Now this could be used for both masculine and feminine. Right, so we have this here is we. Are watching. So give you a few minutes just to jot down that. Right, so we have anak nawa shamawayam shawamayam. We are watching. So, let's see here. So we had I am, you, he, she. Then we have we plural, right? So now we go into the other present tense, the plural aspect of the present tense, right? Which is they. And they in the Hebrew is ham. Now, in context, this is not the same ham like Shem, Ham, and Japheth. This is a different context. Alright? This is the masculine form. But we also have they. When I say masculine form, You're talking to a group of brothers. You see, well, they or they that are over there, but in the masculine form. Then they have they, which also refer to they, those group of women, or them. They, those are the ones that you can handle for the masculine and for the feminine. So for the masculine is ham, and they, and the feminine is hand. Feminine. All this is done just to bring context for what we're doing. So you have they, which is ham, masculine, they, hand, feminine. Either one is used in conversation based on the group or the demographic you're talking to. So you're talking to a group of males, you use ham. A group of females, you use hand. Right? I'm going to show again. I'm going to give you all a minute. And then I'm going to use it in context of, let's say, well, they are watching. They are watching in context of a group of men, masculine. They in feminine aspect. Yeah, correct. That's good. So, I remember the context of the plurality. Don't just study. Yeah, plural. So, I'm going to see here now. We have they are watching masculine plural, right? Is the they shawama. But remember, we still have the context of masculine. So this is pronounced Ham Shawamariam. Ham Shawamariam. They are watching. They are watching. Yeah, what up, Sabaya? Sorry? You were saying they are? Yeah, not they are watching. Yeah, well, have the. They. They are watching. To what? And for all those who are online checking it out. Alright. So you all taking it in. Our camp leader officer got a one. You wash your with thumb. So that's a war. These are the men who have our backs. Real soldiers in the army and both sides. Ain't no purple fire. Oh, I'm going to say that word. No purple ring. You didn't deal with that. No child molesters. You're not dealing with that. Dealing with real soldiers under command of General Yahanna. So we have just ran through the plural aspect of I am, and I is writing back. We went through I, you, he, she, and I'm going to just go down to a quick revision again. I, if you can remember, is Anya. You is Asa. He is Ha. Waha. She is Anna. Ah. Right? So I, he, she. Then we have we. Not now. Not Noah. Then we have they. Which is Ham. And Ham masculine and they. Ham feminine. So we're going to see just those basics. I, Anya, you, Atha, he, Hana, Hawa, she, Hana, we, Anak, Noah. Right? Noah would be a common term as in we, our. You would see this a lot. When we say our father, Abanawa, our father. Right? Then we have they, which is Ham. Not to be mistaken with Ham, Shem, and Japheth, which is a different context. Because Hebrew, in its essence, can have more than one meaning. But in this context, it's they. And Han, which is the feminine version of they. So we're talking about they as a group of male, we're talking they as a group of female. So we're going to stop with this part here with this as the present tense context, and we use Shema, which means to watch, as part of the building block to be able to exercise or show you how to use this type of language. Right? So with that now, we're just going to transition a little bit. Now we're going to go through a few common words. Next class, we're going to just do a quick revision of this and then go through the past tense of the aspect. Past tense of words and some examples of that. So let's speak in the past tense. What's the barrier? If you speak in the past tense, so how would you make a statement? Oh, so what? Like in the past tense, how you would say, like, if you're watching TV and I want to say it in the past tense, how would you look at it? What's the barrier? Yeah. Like if you're watching television, you're watching TV, how would you say it in the past tense? Remember, in context now, what you were saying, what we did earlier was the present tense. So that's why I want to show a quick example of if you're saying it in the past tense. So in the present tense, you're saying, I am watching. In the past tense, you would do it like, I watched. You understand? So that would be the context that it would be going on. So you say, I watched, or you watched, or she watched, etc., etc. So we'll be able to deal with that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through some vocabulary words. These vocab words are like common words, right? So, and this is like the most common 100 words that we use, right? So, we're going to write down a few and then we'll read them out. So, we have now remember, some of these words can have multiple meanings. These are just one. One more. Right. So, we're going to do these first four. We have, this is able. Write it a little more legible. A-B-L-E. Able. Now to say able in the Hebrew is yakal. Able in the Hebrew is yakal. Above. Ma'ayel. Ma'ayel. I and Allah. That's ma'ayel. Then we have accident. Asawan. Asawan is accident in the Hebrew. Then we have address. So we say katabaf. 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 You see, you could use different words, different contexts, but these are just like the basic. So if you wanna write out the Hebrew for them now, you have Yakal. So we have Yakal. Then we have above, which is Ma'ai. Ma. I. There we connectors. Ma. I. Connector. Then we have here accident. So you can write this a little clearer, but a little small. We have sa, one. And that's it. So one. Sa one. As a one. Now the final one here now, which is address, which is katabaf. Katabaf. Right? So you have ka, asa, ba, sa. But in this case, it's pronounced katabaf. Not forgetting our connectors. Kind of a lot of space there, but Kasabaf. Every week we're going to go through some basic words that we could be able to keep in memory, put that in the memory bank, keep on using them every day around the house, in conversations. It will help to solidify, because the more you repeat it, the more you get into it, is the more you're able to let it sink in to your brain. It'll be easier to remember. Right? So you have able, so you have yakal, above, which is ma'ai. Ma'ai. Right? Ma'ai. Then we have accident, asa one. Asa one. Asa one. One enough. Address, katabaf. Katabaf. Alright, so I can take on this now, right? Cool. So, these are just the basics. And as the weeks go along, you will fill up that word bank as some would call it, fill up your ass now. Because you would have people coming to say, well, okay, you're not Hebrew. Alright, tell me some in Hebrew. Speak Hebrew. They don't know nothing. So in most cases, you can say gibberish. And most of them we need know. But for those who do, we have this Lashawan Qadash prepared by the men who are above us, who teach us how to learn this language, which is our written and our ancient language, which was developed through what we call pictographs, because ancient Hebrew when you look at the alphabet, is a pictographical language, right? Very similar to other ancient, because they actually copied that from us. What they call the ancient, or what they call in the Phoenician and all this garbage is really ancient Hebrew. That's it. So I'm going to go through a few more words. So we have now advice. Advice is I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. Advice. We have now after. Well, this is actually written down in alphabetical order, so that we'll see all the A's, then the B's coming down. So we have now after, which is Picard. Picard. I gotta put the K. Picard. We have against. Against is Nagad. Nagad. So we have I. Is that. You have I.S.U.P.K. You have Picard. Card. You have I.S.U.P.K. Card. And we have here now for against, which is Nagad. So we have advice, which is I.S.U.P.K. After, which is Picard. Picard. Yeah, I put a Picard, which means after, and then we have against, which is Nagad. Right, so we have that. I'm going to try a few more. So we have now, again, these are common words that we use in everyday life. So the more you use them, is the more you get accustomed. Now remember, this is like most other languages in the aspect of the more you practice it, the more you familiarize yourself with it, is the more you'll be able to add it to your vocabulary. We have a lot of Venezuelans across here. A lot of us, including myself, didn't know a squat of Spanish. But because of the interaction, guess what happened? You had to learn Spanish. You understand? Started learning words like mi amor, pollo, bambino. And you start to get all these little phrases, hermano, señorita, baila, you understand, siéntense. All these are different words that we use in Spanish. And also in Spanish, there are different dialects. But the point is, the more you practice it, is the more it sticks, the more you do it always. Right, so we have, we'll do a few more. Somebody asked you, well, what is your age? Age in Hebrew is gayal. Gayal. Yapon, which is cow. Cow in the Hebrew. Then you have all right. You have all, then you have all right. All right is bas is basaba. Basada. We have age, which is gayal. So pronunciation is ga, ya, la. Gayal. Then we have here ka. Kal. Then we have all right. You have all, and then you have all right, is basada. Basada. Ba, sa, da. Basada. Ba, sa, da. Age. What's your age? Age is gayal. Gayal. All is cow. Cow. We have all right, which is basada. Basada. Not dara. Basada. Basada. So this is just a few of the most common words, phrases that we use almost every day. And it's good to know them in Hebrew so that we're able to add those things to our vocabulary. Again, we are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. We are not affiliated with any religious group or organization. Come mean black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Get back to know your history and your culture. Come out of the idolatrous Christian church because they do nothing for you more than take your money, take your tithes that they say the law is done away with. So then there is high-class hypocrisy by the Christian church. They do not follow any of God's laws except when it comes to take your money. You understand? And they do not teach what the Bible is. Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible. On that, I pass the class of priest and officer Bar-Yaf.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, 8 to 10. Means tenth in Hebrew and is pronounced my shara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Holy convocations.
We have the Feast of First Fruits coming up, which is June the 5th. Friday, June the 5th.
Friday, June
at sundown. Yeah.
Feast of First Fruits. Remind Akiam and Aquafiam to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, light shirt, light pants, like headband or scarf. I imagine. Let's give the teacher one courtesy salute. I imagine Sabat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Ba'Katham. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Ba'Katham.
Yahweh Ba'Katham. Class dismissed.